So I just come down here. Alex invited me down to be a part of his community one. As I said last time, this is my number one goal, is to get my message out there of hope. Anyone could change. Anyone could get to their best. Okay, you're not stuck struggling. Anyone could get sober. Okay, and this is why I talk about what I talk about, and I'm going to keep spreading my message forever, but it'll be good. So watch this. We'll go for a walk, come back, do my speech, and it'll be fucking sweet, brother.
We have Darcy here today, who's coming to get amongst it. This is Darcy. Thanks for Darcy for coming.
What's up?
Darcy actually was somebody that I reached out to when I was in addiction, and I'm going to speak for Zamet and same with Zamet. So Darcy's a good role model for us boys, so it's mad to have him here today to you know, show people that you can change. So thank you everybody for coming and getting amongst it. So yeah, we'll take off for the walk.
Let's go.
Appreciate you so much for coming on this today, bro.
Bro, it's all good.
Keen as for people to hear your fucking story, bro.
Bro, it'd be good to speak. Appreciate you getting me to come down. It's mad. I remember when you reached out to me off your head.
Yeah, 100.
And then to see you and doing all your stuff you're doing now, it's great. It's mad. It's good to know that the message that I'm getting out there is landing with a lot of people, and you know, people are watching. Even everyone here said, I've watched your videos, you've inspired me. Yeah. That's why I do what I do, and I appreciate you getting me down here. It's mad.
I'm a recovering addict myself.
Yeah,
I first got on meth when I was 16.
Yep.
And then I got off it when I was 20. I'm like 4 years clean now.
Good on you, bro. I'm proud of you. It's mad.
Yeah, I'm doing content, and
bro, if you ever want advice,
car park.
Go good, bro.
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't
ever
know
want
anyone in Gold Coast. So
yeah.
I'm homeless in a car park on Main Beach. I'm surprised I haven't been kicked out yet.
But bro, at least you're still doing content. You build yourself up, bro.
I met Zamet and that about a month or so ago, and they were the ones that told me to get into it and start posting about it.
Bro, do it. Bro, you get your message out there, bro. At least you're sober, bro, and you just keep moving forward.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So it's been hard because usually my coping mechanism was straight to get on the shit.
Yeah.
And this is the first time my life's gone to shit, like homeless and stuff, and I haven't gone out and gotten on, you know, drugs and shit, which feels good, actually.
Bro, that's a massive achievement, bro.
Yeah, like.
Well, how did it work out for your past?
Always been to that. So
how did that work out?
It feels good.
Yeah, I know, but you sit with negative, yes, there's some negatives going on, but you sit with it, bro, and you work through it.
Yeah.
You can't work through negative situations or negative feelings or anything when you're off your fucking head, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So.
And I remember how bad I was towards the end of my addiction.
Good.
Too. Like, it was bad. So that's also the other thing that keeps me afloat, because the minute I feel like going back to it, I just try and think back to the time how bad I was towards the end.
Bro, I remember your rock bottom.
Yeah.
Always.
And that's the thing that keeps me going, is my rock bottom.
Yeah, bro, the rock bottom was the best day of my life when I look at it.
Yeah.
You know, I learned so much, bro. And that's why you just got to keep that in the back of your mind no matter what. Okay, if you're ever struggling, message me too, bro.
Yeah,
message me.
Yeah, I've been following you for ages.
Yeah, well, bro, message me, bro.
Morning routines are crazy.
When do I miss it?
Yeah, I know.
When do I miss it, cunt?
They're funny as hell too.
Yeah. But even if you're in the car, whatever, bro, still stick to a routine. Even though you're in the car, whatever, set an alarm.
I've been going to the gym. I've been going to the gym 5 days a week since September last year.
Yep. This is Sam, bro. Mate of mine.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, but yeah, the gym has been a massive help, sticking to that 5 days a week since
Yeah.
September last year, like keeping me in that good mindset.
Bro, it gives you someone to show up. Yeah, bro, even if you fucking wake up and go in there, even go in there twice a fucking day, as you know, cunt. If you have to keep your head busy, bro, go do something positive. Instead of sitting there in your negatives, like, okay, I'm gonna go fucking jump on the treadmill, cunt. Fuck it. You know, something.
That's all I do.
Bro, I know. But bro, keeping busy like that's all I've ever done, bro.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that I found, was the minute I was craving or feeling like I was gonna fall back, I would distract myself, go do something.
Yeah. Because the longer you sit in the negatives, bro, it's just shit. You got to go create a positive. So going and showing up.
I say, like, I had a massive problem. Like, about 2 years ago, I snapped my wrist and I couldn't work for 7 months.
Yeah.
And that was like, I didn't realize how badly that would affect me, because I went from addiction, going into work, a good routine.
Yeah.
And then I went completely not being able to work for 6 or 7 months, and I didn't realize how bad that would mess me up and think I would fall back.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think just like those one little missing a routine can affect me, because routine is keeping me afloat, I feel like.
Bro, why do you think I never miss my cold shower? When do I miss a cold shower? Fucking video, can't. Never. Ever, can't. Because I never miss routine. I'm the same. As soon as your routine's stripped out from you, but even when you had your injury, you could have stayed in routine.
Yeah. Well,
but it's how we've always dealt with things, is you just go, fuck this. Because when one thing goes to shit, most of us, we let everything go to shit. Yeah. We don't focus on other little things we can control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even you've been in your car right now, but you still got a roof over your head in your car.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Like, look at the little things.
Yeah,
and even,
as long as I can sleep and still get to work every day, that's all.
Oh, so you got a job still?
I work 5 days a week, go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm doing content every day.
Oh, so. Good, bro. How are ya? Good, good.
We have obviously Darcy here. First of all, who knows Darcy here? Bang, we love that, you know what I mean? Pulling that's half the crowd here. I'm gonna let him have his little spiel. You know, he's a recovering addict himself. So.
Thanks everyone for coming down and thanks for inviting me down as well. But I'm Darcy, so I'm 8 years sober, 8 years happy, and 8 years proud. And most people get sober, they don't get happy and proud. They wake up, they sit in their negatives, okay, and they sit there and they don't do anything about it. Anyone can do anything. Okay, I struggled with addiction my whole fucking life. I was a daily user for over 11 years. I destroyed myself and I destroyed my whole family, yeah? Including my little brother, my family, and it eats me up. But when you become your best for the people you love and just for yourself, it is the best feeling. But most people, as I said, you get sober and you sit in your negatives. You can wake up late, you can complain about everything. Well, there's things to complain about, there are negatives in life, especially when you're getting sober, coming out of addiction. We feel lost, we feel like we don't have a purpose, we feel alone, we isolate and everything like that. We all go through those feelings, okay? But anyone can create small positives and that's all I've ever done. Waking up on a fucking alarm, owning your morning, journaling, meditating, your cold therapy, getting amongst a community, exercising daily, all these things, even when you've got negative things going on around you, you can create positives and that's the key to becoming sober, happy and proud. I didn't just get sober and the day one, it was the best, my life's amazing. I worked for it. When I first got out of jail, I got out of jail with nothing. I worked in a burger shop washing dishes. I worked labouring during the week, a job I fucking hated, but I had a purpose to make my family proud. And that's the biggest thing, was my goal was to make them proud because I put my family through hell my whole life. I started using when I was 11 years old. I was bullied when I was in primary school. I was a fat kid in school. I had no community. I had none of this. I had no friends. I was alone on weekends. I didn't go to birthdays. I was never picked, even playing Red Rover in school. I was the fat kid that could never tag anyone and I was just sitting there alone. You know, all these things. But then I was made to feel like it wasn't enough from a very young age and I felt like something was wrong with me. Yeah, and I was like, why can't I fit in? Why can't I have friends? You know, and that's when I started to isolate, started eating my feelings away. But then at a young age, when I did find friends, I found friends by having cigarettes down in the back oval. You know, by going out for having a smoke with a mate and even being a rebel in school. Like when I was in year 8, I was, you know, wanted to be the class clown and everything like that. So I got attention, I was accepted by people, but I wasn't accepted in sporting communities. I wasn't playing rugby, I was bullied by these kids my whole life. I always felt like I wasn't enough. And when we feel like we're not enough, when we don't like who we are, we'll change who we are. Even if it's doing the wrong things, it doesn't matter. And that's when I fell in my life of drugs very young. I started smoking very young, drinking on weekends. But then all my mates, older brothers, obviously my role models were lads, old school junkies, old school jailbirds. I was like who I wanted to be. And they're my mates' older brothers and I wanted to be like them and they took me under my wing. And I started using speed and ice when I was about 11, 12 years old. I was eating speed every weekend, going out, and that's why I started falling in the life of graffiti, painting trains, armed robberies, everything. And my whole thing when I was in this community is I promised myself I'll never be a victim again. I'll never get picked on again. And I put this persona on that I'll do anything to make friends, I'll do anything to fit in. And I was the one doing everything. I was running the ball up. On my first criminal charge, I was 11 years old. I was in and out of trouble with police my whole life. I was ran away from home when I was 13 years old. Asked my little brother, he grew up without an older brother because I was never home. He had no one there and it fucking kills me. But he grew up without someone home because I ran away from home when I was 13 for 2-3 years. Okay, living on the streets. I was a daily user. When I was young, I was smoking ice every day. Armed robberies, okay, stealing fucking armor, breaking enters, robbing people. That was my life. You know, I'd walk into Myers, David Jones, and I would fill up a backpack full of Nautica polos, everything. I'd walk out, I'd steal for a living. You know, I lived on couches, couch surf my whole life, and while my parents are sitting at home, and my little brother's sitting at home worried about if their brothers and if their son's gonna come home, you know? And that's just, and it kills me to this day. I get emotional about it, especially when I see my little brother here. But I destroyed my family my whole life. I was on the missing person list. My photo was up in every shopping centre. Have you seen this kid? I had warrants from my arrest. I was constantly getting raided no matter where I'd go. And I was in and out of trouble my whole life. And I never made my family proud. And I used drugs my whole life up until I was about 18. And when I was about 18, but my whole life, I didn't see my family. My family, my future came second, yeah? I didn't give a fuck about my family. And that's sad to say, but I cared about being a criminal. I cared about having friends, being a part of a community like this, but it was in a community that wasn't positive. It was a criminal. I was a criminal. I was a little lad. These kids that are running through, breaking in, doing armed robberies in houses and shit. I know exactly what they're going through. And yes, it's putrid, but they want a sense of community just like this. They want to be a part of something. And it's sad things is the families get destroyed because when in addiction, we numb ourselves. We can escape our shit. Yeah, we get high, we get off our head, we escape. It's the ones we love that have got to sit there on the sideline and watch someone you love get destroyed. We all know someone. We ourselves here have been going through addictions or struggles ourselves. But look at the destruction of the people around us. How many times has someone you love said, "Are you okay?" What can we do to help? You know, and they're helpless because the only person that can change us is us. And I'm telling you, I went through my whole life destroying the people I love and care about. Okay, the people who stood by me no matter what. When I went to jail at 18, when I went to jail at around 23 years old, one of my best mates came and visited me, one person. No one else visited me, no one ripped me. And I was the one that I would fight for my friends. I would steal for them, I'd provide for them, to my brothers who I was loyal to. Okay, and I had that code my whole life, loyalty, but I was loyal to my brothers. I was no comment, I was loyal to everyone. Where was the loyalty to my family? Where was the loyalty to the people who raised me, who fed me, who did everything for me, who were there for me constantly? I was unloyal as fuck. I was a dog to my family. And that's how it is. But we put our brotherhood first and no comment, this and that. But at the end of the day, when everything went to shit, my family were there picking up the fucking pieces. Not my mates, not everyone else. And it was the destruction I caused that to this day makes me emotional. But when I was 18, around all my mates doing this and I was using every day for a long period of time, that was when I was on the ice. Okay, and I got to the end of the point where I was seeing this chick part-time, whatever, broke up with her. I'm like, I want to be part of the boys again because I was seeing her, we're just smoking cones and I was smoking ice on the weekends and I was sort of detached from painting trains and getting in fights and sort of stepping back from that life, which is where I thrived and where I was a part of community. And then as soon as I stepped back from that and I broke up with her, two of my brothers fucked my ex-missus. These are the people that I was die for, everything like that. And the night I found out I was drunk, I wasn't in a good place. But when I found out, something brought me to come home because I've been home for, where was I? Fucking 18 years old. I haven't been home for a long period of time, for over 5-6 years. I was constantly living on the streets away from home and something brought me to go back to my parents' house. And I went back there and I went to go knock on the door, but I couldn't face them. I couldn't go in there with the guilt of being who I am. I'm like, my family don't, what have I got to be proud of? What's the point of me being here? Yeah, okay, my brother stabbed me on the back. Okay, I don't want to face my family, I'm too ashamed and embarrassed. And I thought they were better off without me. And we get to the point in life where we make that choice. So I walked across the road, okay, and I jumped up on a roof over the school, across the road from me, 3 stories up, and I tried taking my own life. I jumped off the roof when I was 18. I tried to take my life because I thought everyone was better off without me. I'm a burden. Yeah, I'm the one causing all this pain to everyone else. Okay, so the point is, if I'm not here, the pain disappears. Yeah, and that's what we all think in that moment. But if I made that choice and if that was successful, my family wouldn't be the same right now. My brother wouldn't be where he is. My mum and dad would be destroyed. You know, and that's it. But then after I tried to take my own life, I went overseas, got sober for about 3-4 months. Okay, I got over there. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get my shit together. Okay, I promised my mum, promised my dad, this is it, I'm fucking done. And I came back to Australia, but then I started going out and drinking because drinking's okay. Because what we do is we swap one habit for another because ice was my problem, yeah? That's what destroyed me. That's what got me to the point where I wanted to kill myself. Drinking's okay, everyone drinks. Yeah, and this is where everyone gets in that false sense of security because we drop one thing and alcohol's not a problem. Everyone drinks. Look at our fucking culture. It's stupid. I hate it. Every birthday, Christmas, look how everyone celebrates everything. People don't celebrate something by waking up and going for breakfast. Birthdays, you get written off. Everything you celebrate, we get fucked up. But that's where I just was lying to myself, saying I'm okay. And I started drinking. Yeah, going out drinking every weekend because drinking's okay. And then I was going on weekend benders. I fell in back with, but in my back of my mind, I'm like, it's not ice, it's okay. I'm drinking every weekend, started snorting coke, started selling pills in nightclubs. I was going out because once I met people, I made connections out there, and yet again, I wanted to be accepted. Yeah, I wanted to be the guys with the booth and the bottles. I wanted to be the ones with the fucking Louis bags and the money. That's what I wanted. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do anything I can, just like I did when I was young, when I was a lad. I'll do anything I can to fit in with the older boys and all these cunts that are selling gear. So I started selling gear. But then my weekend benders went from snorting rack all weekends, going to fucking kick-ons, necking a bottle of vodka, fuck you, I'm a mad cunt. Okay, but then my day-to-day life, and mum and dad were like, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? I'm missing work on Mondays. I'm fucking away Thursday to Sunday benders again, but it's okay because it's not ice. So I got money because I was selling gear too, so I had cash. So I'm like, it's sweet. Any little thing I could justify, I had money, it's sweet. Pay the bills. Mum's like, you need a good job. I'm like, here, take $1,000. She's like, I don't want your money. What are you doing with your life? I'm like, fucking whatever, I don't care. And then at some point after I started using a lot, I fucking gave away my job. I was making fucking 5 to 10 grand a weekend in a nightclub. I don't need a 9 to 5. So then I stopped working, but then I started using more, yeah? Because I was so productive when I was snorting rack. Yeah, I had to get shit done. I got to be up all night, got to sell this, go do that. But then I'm sitting in my room using every night. You know, but then my mum and dad my mum sat me, my little brother and my dad down, and she told us she had terminal cancer. So my mum had terminal cancer, and she told us. How I always dealt with things in my life was numb myself and escape. Yeah, I don't want to face that fucking shit. I don't want to face reality. Fuck reality. So what we always do when reality comes up, if it's negative, we escape instantly. That's what people do. Okay, we don't want to sit with feelings. We don't want to work through feelings because it's hard. An easy way to fix things is escape things. Numb your reality, escape. So as soon as mum told us we had cancer, I didn't even cry. Mum told me she had cancer, I didn't cry. I sat at that table and all I was thinking about was having a line of rack. I'm like, I need to snort coke. I went down the room, I had ounces of rack, so I just started snorting, and that's when I started using a lot of cocaine every day. And then I moved out of home, I was like, nah, because mum and dad are like, what are you doing, what are you doing? I'm snorting rack in my room every day by myself, and the whole social aspect of it went out the window. You know, we start using it at the start when it's fun, when you're going out with people, nightclubbing and fun. When you start using it home by yourself alone, you're up shit's creek. Okay, that's when it becomes, you can't sit with yourself. You can't face reality. You don't like being by yourself. You can't sit in a room by yourself for more than an hour. So I was escaping reality by myself. When you start using it alone, that's when it's fucking game over. Okay, the social aspect, having fun, it's gone. When you're using, when's the last time you actually had fun when you really think about it? The fun was over fucking when you first started it. Okay, but that's where we seek it, because alcohol and drugs, that's happiness. That is our fun. That's why we fall in love at the start. It's the Band-Aid that fixes everything at the start. Okay, but it's fun. That Band-Aid comes off and you cannot put that Band-Aid back on. As much as you chase that high constantly, it's never gonna be the same. Yeah, so then I moved out, obviously, kept doing my shit, got in a lot of trouble. I forgot about my mum's cancer because I just started using every fucking day. Yeah, I started using every fucking day, and I didn't see my mum for another 2 years after that. After she told me shortly after, asked my brother, I wasn't home. I went out and I was just I got myself a penthouse apartment. I had all the money. I got myself the penthouse, had all the money, everything like that, but I just bought a penthouse to literally have a room to snort rack in by myself. I was so paranoid. I was eating Xanax every day, Valiums, snorting racks, just paranoid as fuck. That was my life. I did that for like 2-3 years, just sitting in that apartment. And then my whole thing was, oh yeah, I can't use ice. I was snorting so much rack, I don't have a septum, so my face is fucked. Yeah, and when I couldn't snort, I had a mate that came over, used to smoke pipes, so I'm like, fuck yeah, sweet, give us a pipe. Where's that? Now I just want to get high now, I want to escape. So I got back on the ice after my whole thing was, I don't want to touch ice. I got back on the ice at the end of it, yeah? Okay, so a full circle moment, I'm back in that same fucking hole, ready to fucking kill myself again. But then shortly after, obviously I went to jail. And when I went to jail, that was the best day of my life, to be honest. Okay, because jail is where I actually was forced to sit with my thoughts. I was forced to get sober. I was forced to face the reality of what I've done. I'm sitting in jail and I'm thinking, I'm going to miss my mum's funeral. Okay, I'm like, what have I done? And my whole life, I look back and I'm trying to think, when I'm in my cell, I'm trying to think of moments with my mum. Yeah? I had not one proud memory with my mum. I never finished school. Okay, I was expelled from 3 schools at the start of year 9. I never finished school. I've never read a fucking book in my life. Okay, my education, I'm technically dumb as fuck. Okay, but I sat in there and I faced the reality of all I've done my whole life is cause pain to the people that love me. Yeah, and I had the feeling, I said every time I spoke to my mum on the phone, I said, if I don't hear from you tomorrow and you're not here, I love you, and I promise you I'll make you proud every day. And I promised my mum in jail 2,974 days ago that I'll make her proud every day. And I'm now 2,974 days sober to this day. Okay? Thank you. Okay? But I still like my life and my family. My mum passed about nearly 2 years ago. But the best thing was is when I held her hand and said goodbye, I was content because I made her proud. Okay, I became the son that she always wanted. Okay, and that's what I want. Okay, and everyone, that moment of saying goodbye to her and me sitting there content, knowing that I made her proud, is the best feeling in the world. And I'll never forget that moment. But it's because I put the work in. I dedicated my life to the people I love. And I'll put that effort in every day. And in jail, this is where I was showed about routine and structure. As I was saying earlier, everyone wakes up with them when they're sober and sits in their negatives and doesn't do anything about it, okay? Every morning I woke up in jail at the exact same time. I did my journaling, okay? I woke up, I did my cold shower. Everyone watches me in this. If you watch my Instagram, I throw a fucking coffee on my face and look like a fuckwit, yeah? Okay, but every morning in jail, when I woke up, we didn't have a kettle in this, so I had my Bushels coffee and I'd go in there's one shower, so you press it, goes cold and then hot. Yeah, so I went in, I pressed it, I'd have my cold shower in the morning, and when it started to heat up, I'd have my coffee, and then I'd drink my coffee in the shower. That's what I did every morning. So the reason why I showed everyone when I'm doing that out now is I never break my routine. Everyone looks at me now like, oh, there's that dickhead that throws coffee at him. Haha, okay. But there's that dickhead that's fucking over 8 years sober. There's that guy that supports his whole family. Yeah, there's that guy that's helped mentored so many thousands of people to get sober. Alex, Zamet, okay? I help these boys get sober, I make a difference. Okay, but there's that guy that was there for his family. There's that guy that made his family proud. There's that guy that supports his whole family. That's what I look at, okay? I bought my dad his dream house. My dad took care of my mother when she was sick, sorry. He gave up his life to take care of her, and my biggest goal was to support them. There's that guy, while mum was battling cancer, my dad was wiping her ass and fucking looking after her because she couldn't walk. I was the guy that was paying all the bills. I was the guy that supported my whole family so they could look after my family. Yeah, I gave them that freedom, okay, because I worked my ass off. Okay, but I didn't make excuses. I've not made one excuse in over 8 years. Our excuses are bullshit. Anyone can wake up and the day my mum died in front of my eyes, I woke up the next day, 2:30 a.m. on my alarm. Nothing was stopping me. My emotions could have stopped me. I could have stayed in bed. I could have cried. I cried about mum, but I still woke up on time. I did my coffee in the cold shower. I cried in that cold shower. And then I sat down, I journaled. I read a letter to my mum. I cried in that letter, but I can still do it. I went and exercised. I ate the right things. I can control me being sober. That's a choice. We all go through a process of making a choice first. We don't just blink and we're fucking off our head. You make a choice. Yeah, so I choose, and I chose on that day, I'm gonna keep making my mum proud. I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna stay fucking sober. I'm gonna choose to keep making my family proud. Okay, I'm gonna choose to be the best version of me. In memory of my mum, every day, I'll be sober for the rest of my life, and I'll make her proud forever as she watches over me. Okay, and that is my purpose. Everyone here, there's a lot of people here that probably don't think they have a purpose. Yeah, that what is my purpose? Where do I want to be? Your purpose could be waking up happy. I want to love myself. What are you doing to work towards that though? Are you waking up and doing anything about it? Anyone can change how they look and feel. But when we sit in our negatives and don't do anything about it, nothing fucking changes. Okay, I tried to get sober many times before this, but I never worked on myself. Okay, I never went all into myself. I never got myself to my best. And when we don't work on ourselves and get to our best, sober's shit. Okay, when you're waking up because you're sitting with these negative feelings, and being sober is fucking shit because you're faced with these feelings that you've been escaping your whole fucking life. Yeah, okay? But you got to work on yourself and move forward. Okay, and every day anyone could do this. Okay, because every other time I got sober, I didn't work on myself. I just tried to stay sober. Okay, I'm another day sober, but I've achieved fucking nothing all day. Okay, I'm another day sober, but I've done nothing. I'm gonna go relapse fucking any time now because I'm not creating those positives. I'm not working on myself. I'm not moving forward. Anyone here can become the best version of himself. Okay, look at your choices, look at your habits, look at the effort you are putting in, look at the effort you're not putting in. Yeah, anyone can do anything. I'm not dying from cancer. I'm not disabled from the neck down. Okay, I can do anything any day. Anyone can do anything, and you've got to believe in yourself. Okay, everyone here, we compare to other people, we don't believe in ourselves. If you're doing this, get off fucking social media. Okay, I haven't used social media, I use it for business. I haven't used social media personally, I haven't scrolled, looked at a story for fucking over 6 years. I don't care. Okay, we look on there and we see some fuckwit on a yacht with a six-pack with a bunch of cheeks, oh, my life's fucking great. And you go, oh, my life's so shit. Okay, and we compare ourselves to these fuckwits on Insta with the blue ticks. I've got a blue tick, but you get what I mean. Okay, all right, but we compare ourselves to these people online. Okay, why don't you compare yourself to a junkie sleep on the streets with nothing? Why don't you walk through a children's hospital and look at all the kids fucking dying and compare yourself to them? Why don't you compare yourself to someone who's just really struggling? There's a fucking war going on, for fuck's sake. And imagine watching your whole family get blown the fuck up. Okay, but I'm having a hard day. These hard days, we can sit with these hard days, but the key to getting through them, okay, is to create these positives. Okay, all the feelings pass. Happiness will pass. Sadness will pass eventually. Okay, you're not going to cry 24/7, but you can create these positives and work through these emotions. Okay, but when these negative things do come up in life, don't escape them. Sit with them, let them pass, and keep creating small positives, which is all I've ever done. Okay, the day my mum died, all that sort of shit as I spoke on before, I just focused on creating positives. Yeah, all the shit which I never used to do, I used to escape instantly. Okay, but I'm just telling you, and this is where I am now. Like, I don't brag about anything I've done, but I've got over $4 million in property now. Okay, I fucking support my whole family. Okay, I bought my daddy's dream house. I pay for all my family's bills. I hired my little brother. He does my TikTok. I retired my little brother, basically. Okay, I retired my dad. He lives on fucking Bribey Island in a house. He doesn't have to pay for shit. I support my whole family. My bills every week to keep everyone happy is over $10,000. Okay, but that's me supporting the ones I love. I could be selfish. I could keep that money for myself and get a fucking mad car or whatever. I've got a car, but yeah, you get the drift. It's a mad car, but you get my drift. But my main priority is supporting the people I love. That is always my main priority. Yeah, but anyone can do anything. And all I've done is fucking win every day as it comes. Don't worry about 10 days from now. Worry about winning now. Today, win today. Okay, fuck tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Yesterday's done. You fucked up yesterday, good, get on with it. Okay, you don't hold on to it. Okay, start winning every day as it comes. You win today, tomorrow you come in, you win tomorrow. That's all I've ever done is focus on one day at a time. Today is still my day one. I'm fucking 2,974 days sober, but today is still my day one. And that's how I look at it. Because you think about it, everyone when they go to change their life, they make changes, they sign up to the gym, they go meal prep and they wake up on time. They're ready to change, they're fucking motivated, they're on. Okay, but then over time we get comfortable, we get lazy, we lose focus on our why, we lose focus on our purpose. Okay, and then we start to get lazy, we start to miss alarms, we start to fucking allow things in, we start to just get comfortable and go to shit. But if you treat every day like day one, you will win every fucking day. And that's all I've ever done. Today is still my first day in jail. Okay, today I still treat it the exact same. Okay, and that sets you up to start winning. And you stack days, you'll be in the best spot of your life. Okay, these small wins equal the big wins. Okay, waking up on time, all these little things, these little wins equal the big goal happening because everyone's this big goal, yeah? Success, love, happiness, everything, yeah? Okay, and they want it now. It's not gonna happen. Okay, for the big goal to happen, you've got to make the small wins happen. Getting up on time, exercising, moving forward, working a job you don't want to work. Who cares? You're making money, who gives a fuck? Okay, moving forward, save money, invest it, whatever you need to do, but you've got to stack the small wins. Okay, and you've got to treat every day like day one, and anyone can move forward. None of you are stuck. No one is stuck struggling. That's bullshit. Your choices make you stuck. The effort you're not putting in is making you stuck. The excuses you're making is making you stuck. Okay, none of you are dying from cancer. I hope not. You get my drift. But we can do anything every day, and you've got one life. Okay, and if you're sitting in the negatives just trying to stay sober, to me, you're wasting your life. Okay, anyone could get anywhere, and you've got to stop doubting yourself. Okay, if anyone, you go back to your darkest moment, yeah? Everyone's got it here. Your rock bottom, your darkest moment, go back to it, yeah? You made it through it. You made it through your darkest moment and you're here now. Go back to that moment and look at this moment now. You're doing fucking 1,000 times better. Keep reminding yourself where you've come from. Remind yourself of your lowest point, okay? And remember, I'm not going back to that. And no matter where you are right now, I'm better than I was then. That's all the thing is. And all of it, you just got to compare yourself to you yesterday. That you and that rock bottom, that's who you compare yourself to, not everyone else. You worry about yourself and you keep moving forward every day. And anyone here, you can create a fucking amazing life. Can't promise you. Success, love, and happiness, they're the three things we all want, and you can all have that, okay? But you've got to work for it. It's not just going to happen, okay? But I really appreciate everyone coming. Also, if anyone wants a shirt, I'm doing a shirt order as well. Give my little brother your address, your name, a free shirt. I don't want money. But anyway, if you want a shirt, you give my brother your address, and like that. And just give him your address. Yeah. Done. Thanks so much. Have a good day, okay? Good to meet you again, eh? It's good.
It's good to see you. It's
You
good
too.
It's good I fucking...
Came down.
I'm happy that when I got to meet you, I'm
Yeah.
in the position I am in now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happy for it, like I've made a lot of...
Well, look at you now. Just from when I gave you those little tools, bro. Look at you now.
Yeah, hectic.
See you, brother. See ya. She'll be the one person that's always been there for you, bro. Just, I'll give everything I had. I'll give all my money, everything right now for like one more conversation with her. One more phone call about anything, bro. One FaceTime, anything. So a bit of advice, bro, is make as many memories as you can. as many as you can.
You
Lovely to meet
too.
you. See you later. It was lovely to meet you. I'll see you later, okay?